Going to give you the top 10 newest AI tools that you can start using. Either you can start servicing this to clients, you can use it for yourself, build a product or software. Basically, we're going to figure out how you can monetize on it. And here I have a couple use cases that you can use, and I'm going to kind of, break that down. So give you some ideas on how to use this. So first we have Opal. This one's by Google Labs. It was created it was announced back in July of 2025. And you can basically automate workflows like resume scores, contract analysis, and basically daily stock and crypto signal bots. I'm not in the crypto space as of yet, but this might be, useful to some of you who are in that space. Some of the money angles that I have here is that you can start selling apps on marketplaces, bundle up and build a SaaS as well, sell it for $10 to $49 a month, and or you can build niche tools for small businesses. So there's a couple angles you can play with that. If you go see that is called Opal by Google Labs. The second one, we have AsanaAI. This is an in-browser AI no-code tool, and basically you could design, train, and test models with a web browser without using code. This was actually released back in early 2025, and the use case for this is that you can train custom ML models, right? So some examples of this, which I'm not in this space at all, but it's product defect classifiers, sentiment analysis for reviews too, and I'll kind of put an example right here. I'll put an example right here about what those kind of are. But basically, some of the use cases are you can train custom ML models, right? Some money angles that you could possibly play here that I have is freelancers can sell custom ML models on demand, and sell it to e-commerce shops, researchers, or content creators. And I'll kind of see if I can show an example of how that would look. So now we have Base 44, which this one is the one I use. Base 44 is kind of like lovable.dev or Bolt AI. So things of that nature is conversational AI chatbots that can create web and mobile apps or websites even. I actually use Base 44 and I recommend it. Fully recommend it. This one's very new. It was acquired by Wix in 2025, and some of the use cases is that you can build MVP apps, right? You can build almost any app. I use Base 44 and I highly recommend it. Booking systems, digital journals, small learning apps. I'm building 2 apps right now, and I'll come out with those one day and kind of show you a little bit about what those look like. And some of the money angles you can play here is that you can charge $500 to $3K, honestly. Building, it just depends on how you want to build an app here, right? Like I said, this is like if you've ever used lovable.dev or bolt.ai. It's just like some of those, which in my opinion, it's better. In my opinion, it's better. So that's what that is. Now we have the AutoGen Studio, and this is a no-code tool for building and debugging multi-agent AI models, right? So, multi-agent AI workflow and systems. I'll say that instead. This was released in 2024, and the use case is that you can basically create multiple multi-agent teams, right? For example, a researcher, a writer, and an editor, and maybe even funnel that into a content creator, right? This can help you generate blogs, reports, or marketing copy. So some of the money angles that I have here is that you can actually sell automated content production pipelines to businesses, right? And charge 1 to 3K a month. So basically you can, set up months worth of content that they could, produce, and either help them do that or pitch it to them, and they can, I guess, use your platform to use that generated content system and host it for themselves. So those are 2 different ways, and that was 4. 5, we had Claude artifacts, right? The Anthropic, of course. This is a no-code AI app builder featured to create interactive apps, workflows, games, and etc. Right. This was actually added back in 2025. The use case I have here is that you can build interactive budgeting tools, quizzes, or gamified learning apps, so things of that nature. And one of the money angles and money plays that I have is that you can monetize this by embedding into online courses or communities or newsletters. This one, I've never used Claude Artifacts, but this is a game changer. I think there's a good amount of use cases that this could be where you can generate money from. There's a lot of courses out there, content creators that sell courses that you can implement and embed these into their course and start charging monthly, and you can manage and do daily, do a couple fixes up for them with after you embedded that. So 6, we have Synthflow AI. This is no code platform to build and deploy voice and conversational agents. So I mean, y'all have already probably tested a couple of them. You've tested Vappy.ai. You probably tested Retail, things of that nature. So this is just something like that. It's probably, if it was funded, or if it was, this is 2025, so this one's newer. Of course, you can go test that out. You may find a better and more, let's say, efficient, AI model for these. If you're doing voice models, this may be better than Vappy. Maybe Retail. I'm not sure about that. I actually like Retail. I know there's other ones that y'all have. I just prefer Retail because I'm really good at configuring and setting that up and connecting it with Make.Comments app here. So I don't know if I gave you the use case, but some of the use cases just using these as AI callers, call centers, pick up phones when someone's, or you can go to gym owners and basically use it for that, gym owners, salons, barbershops. I mean, these are infinite use cases, of course, which y'all probably already heard of or you're already doing currently. Now, then we have Climb, CLIMB, right? This is no-code AI for clinical predictive models. I don't usually get too deep into this, but this was released as a proof of concept tool, and it targets doctors and health researchers with ML expertise. So this one is a little bit more technical. One of the use cases is predict disease risk, patient outcomes, or treatment effectiveness, right? So that's a very niche. Software that you'd use depending if you're like in that researching space and you like data and analytics. One of the money angles that I have here is consultants can license predictive tools to clinics, universities, or research labs. Grant funded projects possible, right? So you can get funded projects to do this. Not my space, but this can be very profitable. I mean, I believe schools move so slow that a tool like this, if you know how to use it, you know how to implement it into their system, they would definitely pay you a monthly fee or a one time for everything, for the whole build. So this is very possible, especially if you understand and you can speak towards the benefit of that tool or of the tool that you're building on Climb. 8, we have LLM 4 Fast, right? This enables non-technical users to build and deploy apps via prompts and plus function as a service, right? So this was actually launched in 2025. It helps non-technical users leverage many models, which I guess AI is just getting to the space where, workflows are kind of, I don't want to say they're becoming obsolete, but it's easier you can start creating workflows with AI prompting or things of that nature. It's easier to create workflows. You don't have to be technical moving nodes, right? And this is what that kind of does. Some of the use cases is that it deploys AI microservices. I want to say like PDF summarizers or marketing copy generators. It's basically text based and helping you aggregate words in the specific way you need for whatever outcome that is, whether that's marketing or whether that's research. So that's what this does. Some money angles that I have here is that you can sell SaaS microservices. So very small need. You can sell that. It's very small. So for example, $29 a month, unlimited scans or API based tools, right? You can microservices, right? Like helping departments in this very specific thing, which very low, I would say a low service that you would pitch, but it would still, help them save time or so help them really save time in the long run. So that's one. We have Lumio AI. This is a multi-model AI workspace to use and compare multiple LLMs in one interface with smart switching. Excuse me. This was actually launched in 2025 to help non-technical users leverage many models as well. Excuse me. The use case is writers, coders, and support teams can compare models to get the best result. And this is actually a game changer, especially if you're, over here flipping and using a lot of models. You can definitely see the benefits and compare which ones to use depending on the use case, of course, always. A money angle that you can play with agencies can package this and use this as a smart AI assistant and offer subscriptions for businesses or sell extensions or tools, right? So basically, say you have like extensions of multiple AI models and you describe which one's best for what reason, right? You can kind of go into there depending on how you do it. Couple plays you can do with that, of course. So you can upsell on the back end. You can make that free, then upsell on the back end and provide something more. You can provide something more user friendly that you can grow. I don't know. I'd have to really dive more in to understand that aspect of that. But Lumio AI, go test it out at least, and maybe you can see and you can find some use cases that you can start selling this to businesses, of course. The last is 10, which is Figma's AI app builder, which, Figma is already, this is just honorable mention. Figma is already one of the best tools for just visual designing and things of that nature. So this tool is just turns visual designs into working apps with AI assistants. Just basically helps you use Figma if you're not that technical within Figma. This was recently actually made public, but some of the use cases that designers can instantly convert mockups into production-ready apps. And there's actually a couple softwares that I've used, and there's actually a couple softwares that I use that you can create a mockup, then immediately turn that into an app without actually having to understand it technically. This is kind of one of those, but Figma is a better platform to do it on, just because they have endless possibilities of how you want to design, right? Design different apps, websites, and things of that nature. Some of the money angles I have here that you can play is that you can upsell clients from $500 design only projects to $5K plus design plus build packages. So it's kind of like compiling a package and selling it for $5K, right? And you're using Figma's AI builder to do that. So those are some of the, I guess those are 10. Those are 10 of the AI apps that are current, which I believe have started this winter of 2025. Summer to winter of 2025. So these are very new. I believe nobody's really using these tools. So if you can go in and go look at some of those tools and see what you can do to, monetize some of these tools before it's really made mainstream, or you can be the first person to talk about, create a video about these tools, using them, tutorials, and you can start even monetizing from that. So all of those are good plays. Please go check all of them out. Like I said, my favorite on here is Base 44. I'm just confident with Base 44. I know how to connect it. I know the APIs. I know how to use webhooks on there. So I'm very comfortable with the backend. I'm not that deep of a developer, but if I needed to be Base 44, I would definitely do it for Base 44 and create tutorials for it. So that's another way. With all of these tools, you can monetize by creating tutorials. So that's even one, gem in itself. But other than that, I gave it the tools. Hopefully one of those tools will come in handy for y'all and y'all can start servicing them. Let me know if y'all have ever used any of these tools and your opinion on all of these. But other than that, have a good one, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one.